This video is dedicated to the little neighbor girl who's been requesting that I draw Princess Celestia for over a month now. Thanks for being so patient, sweetheart. Mentor characters are so tricky to write, as the main character needs the opportunity to grow and develop and learn through the arc of a story, but they also need someone to guide them in their journey. Celestia at times gets a bad rap for not being powerful enough to do her job, or being too lazy, or requiring too much of Twilight. My answer to that? Try being a parent. Having to find the balance between giving your child the liberty to make mistakes, even serious ones with big consequences, so they can learn and grow and become strong and capable adults, while making sure they are still safe and not putting too much onto their shoulders, is never easy. There are no set right or wrong answers, as each child and each parent is different in spite of the constant barrage of opinions and criticisms shoved in your face both online and IRL. The pressure Celestia had in raising her successor had to have been crushing. The show puts a delightfully comedic spin on it, but I guarantee you the ruler of Equestria spent many tearful nights worrying about the decisions she made and how she handled certain situations, especially when she had to make most of those choices alone, unable to rely on the advice and perspective of someone she trusted. Being a parent is hard enough. Being a single parent is even more challenging. Add to that the knowledge that your success or failure would not only affect an entire country, but a world? Yeah, I don't think any of us are in a place to judge the Princess of the Sun. I couldn't take away the responsibility from Celestia's shoulders in the show, but I can offer her somewhat of a makeover, so I guess we'll have to settle for that. As you can tell from the sketch so far, I'm attempting something a little different with the art style I chose for Celestia here, and I wanted to give her more of an ethereal, elegant feel that almost seemed surreal. I wanted to make her look like the goddess I felt she had come to represent in the show. I took some feedback from the comment section in one of my videos a while back, as well as some from my husband when it came to the fluffiness I drew, and implemented some of the elements I used to draw my more humanoid characters, and some elements I liked after drawing Oleander from Then's Fightin' Herds. And I'm rather excited about the outcome. I hope you enjoy it as well. The first changes you'll probably notice will be the jewelry. I simplified and thinned out the crown and breastplate significantly. I don't know why, but I always felt the accessories from the show felt a smidge too bulky and graceless, and I wanted to lighten things up a bit. As most of you know by now, I also adore drawing leg floof, and I wanted to vamp it up to 100 in this drawing. So hoof shoes weren't really an option. Instead, I added these rather elegant looking bands that gently caressed her lower legs and feathers. In case you're wondering, they secure at the top and widen out from there for ease of movement. I kept her coat a very pale pink at the base. In my mind, her body could be the shape of a cloud as it drifted gently across the sunrise, which made me completely rethink my wing style. Even though I've been drawing wings for a very long time, I did go and looked up a tutorial so my feathers had better direction and didn't look quite so chunky, as that wasn't the aesthetic I wanted for this piece. It took several tries and a few studies to find something I really loved, but I really do love this style. It fit the markings I had in mind perfectly too, which is always a plus. I wanted the mane and tail base color to be a vivid azure, with the warmer colors framing her in, and having the gradient extend to a deep blue to give the feel of a sunrise. I loved the idea of more yellow being in her design. It made her look like she had a halo, and I imagine it would be warm to the touch if you could reach out and play with her hair, which, let's face it, a lot of us would probably love to do that. Her markings I wanted to keep simple while still drawing attention to specific points in the design. One of my favorite OC designs had a blaze on her nose that faded almost instantly, and I felt that something like that would fit here for sure. I also placed some white markings on her feathering to bring more attention to her golden cloven hooves, and added more pink and yellow to her wings. Someday I'd like to draw feathers that look almost translucent and even fluffier, but we all have to start from somewhere, right? I did try something a little different with the eyes too, adding more highlights and simplifying the colors. I do love the almost rectangular shape of Celestia's eyes. I've been trying to implement the shape into my other drawings and style, but I think this is the first time I actually captured it properly. References really are amazing tools. So there she is, my fluffs, the Princess of the Sun in her full glory. I'm really happy with how she turned out, and I can't wait to draw more of these ponies in the coming weeks. Who would you like to see me reimagine next? Let me know in the comments below. A special thank you to my awesome patrons, Director Shadow, Ram Digijam, Cosmo the Space Dragon, Kira Leadmoon, Aragon Nightshade Blaze, Rocky Harmony, Sakura the Kirin, and all of my other supporters. You guys are absolutely amazing. Stay fluffy, my friends. See you next time. So they can learn and grow and become strong and capable. The pressure Celestia had in raising her successor. I caped.